guys, this is your friend Sarwan Khattak, and today's video we are going to discuss the pronunciation of the definite article the or the. I mean to say that we will discuss in today's video that we are to pronounce this word, the definite article the or the. People often get confused in the pronunciation of this word. Some people think that when you know a little bit of English, when you are a beginner, then you will pronounce it the. When you become proficient in English, when you become expert in English, then you will start pronouncing it the. But this is not the case. Let me clear that when we will pronounce it the and when we will pronounce it the, it has direct relation with the with vowels. You know that there are 26 letters in English, and out of those 26 letters, 5 letters are called vowels. I hope that you would know about these letters. Let me write them here so that we can see them easily. You know, A, E, I, O and U. So these 5 letters are called vowel, and the rest of 26 letters are called consonant. I think you know very well that these are what are vowels and consonant. Now, what is the rule for the pronunciation of this word? The rule is that if we are using the article, the definite article before a noun which begins with a consonant. Consonant means other than A, E, I, O, U. If that noun begins with a consonant, then we will pronounce it the. So you can see that the word chair, it begins with C, and C is a consonant. So now we will pronounce this word the chair. We'll pronounce it the chair. In the same way, man begins with M. So M is a consonant. M is a consonant. A, E, I, O, U. These are the 5 letters which are called vowels, and the rest are called consonant. So man starts with M, which is a consonant. So that's why we will also pronounce this definite article here the man. In the same way, country. So country, this word begins with C, and C is a consonant, so we will pronounce it here the. Means the country, the man, the chair. In the same way, house, and house, at the beginning of house the first letter is H, and H is a consonant, so we will pronounce this word here the house. So what we have learned, this is the first point, that if it is being used before a noun which begins with a consonant, then we'll pronounce it the chair, the man, the country, the house, and so on. And now point number 2, that if the definite article is used before a word that begins with a vowel means A, E, I, O, U, then we will pronounce it the. So here you can see that this word orange begins with O, and O is a vowel, so we will pronounce it here the orange. The orange. In the same way, apple begins with A, so we'll pronounce it the apple. The apple, the orange. And so the word and begins with E, and E is a consonant, you can see here. So now we will pronounce it the end. We'll pronounce it the end. So guys, here you would have observed that chair is a noun, chair, and man is also a noun, because you know very well that we use article always before a noun, but sometimes we use an adjective before that noun. Like in this case here, you know that this is a man is a noun, but we are using here an adjective before that noun, and before that adjective we are using article the or the. Now we are to decide that whether to pronounce this word here the, because old begins with O, or the, because man begins with M. So normally you know that you know very well that we use article before a noun, means that we are using this article the for man, to modify man, to tell something about man. But in this case, in this phrase, it is coming before an adjective. Now what to do? We are to pronounce it here the because of am, or the because of O. So keep in mind that we have to just see one thing, that the word which is coming just after the article, the word which is coming just after the article, if that word begins with a vowel, we will pronounce it D, and if that word begins with a consonant, we will pronounce it the. So now here in this case, you know that after the, we can see that we are using old, an adjective, and that adjective begins with O, an article. So we will pronounce it the old man. The old man. Why? Because just after the article, the word is adjective, and that begins with a vowel. So we will apply the rule which we have applied here on the nouns. So we will apply that the same rule here on this adjective. The old man. We'll pronounce it the old man. So keep in mind this thing, that we'll see just what word is being used after that article, and if that word begins with consonant, we'll pronounce it the, and if that word begins with a vowel, we'll pronounce this the. Okay, now this the third point or the fourth point. Now you can see that there is a word honest. This is also an adjective like old. Servant is a noun. Okay, like man. Now here you can see that the word honest begins with a consonant. H is a consonant. A, E, I, O, U. It is not a vowel. So normally the rule which we studied here, it tells us that we should pronounce this word here the. What would be the right pronunciation here? The. But you should keep in mind that in this word honest, this letter H is silent. The letter H is silent. So as the letter H is silent, and when we pronounce this word, so we pronounce this, the pronunciation begins with O. The honest. We don't pronounce it honest. It is not honest, it is honest. It means that in this word, H does not have any sound. It is called a silent letter. So as H is a silent letter, so we will apply the rule made for the vowel. And what is that? That if it is used before a vowel, it will be pronounced the. So we will pronounce this word here the honest servant. The honest servant, not the honest servant. Why? Because H is here. No. Why? Because H does not have any sound here in this word. It is silent, and we are to apply the rule basically and grammatically on the sound, not on the letters. We have to see what is the sound coming after the definite article. What sound is coming? Normally normally the letters or the means the vowels, all these letters represent the sounds, but sometimes they skip their sounds, like you can see here in honest. Okay, H does not have any sound. So now what we will do, we will pronounce this article here the honest, because H does not have any sound. Okay, now the last point here, you can say that we are using here this article before MA past candidate. So M is a consonant. So as per the rule which we studied earlier, we should pronounce this word here the MA pass. The MA pass candidate, but we will not pronounce it here the, we will pronounce it here the. Why? Now try to understand. Because I told you now, means that we will apply the rule not on the letters but on the sound. So what is the sound now here? The sound, you know that when we pronounce, when we say M, when I say M. So if I ask you to write M, okay, so you will write it here in this way, M-A. Okay, so when you write it M-A, so you can see that the sound of this letter starts with A sound, and A is a vowel. So as M-A, when we say M-A, when I say M-A, so M begins with a vowel sound. It begins with a vowel sound, the sound of A. So as it begins with a vowel sound, the sound of A, I will pronounce this word here, the definite article here, the MA pass candidate. I will not say the MA pass candidate, because a person will say, yeah, it is M is a consonant. No, it is consonant, but it does not have a consonant sound actually. When we utter this letter, we have to utter the sound of article A. Vowel A. Okay, so vowel A sound is the first sound when we say MA. So that's why I will pronounce it here, the MA. So we have learned in today's video that when a word starts with a consonant, it will be pronounced the, vowel the, even the adjective article, if that is the first word just after the article, the, we will pronounce it the, not the. And if there is a silent letter in a word, so the rule will not be applied on that silent letter, it will be applied on the word, on the letter that will have its sound. So guys, I hope that you would have learned a lot from today's video. So if you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe button, and then the bell icon. See you inshallah in the next video with a new topic. Allah Hafiz.